Bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Ready. Yellow lady.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41.
Ready. 90.
Now the pitch comes to Ingram. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ready. Waiting.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 36 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10.
Here we go. Baby! Come on, fellas, here we go. Six.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
13.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. First down, Garoppolo. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Give him 30 yards there. Breeze now already at 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Lutz now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throw right side, taken in by Pettis. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. There he goes, right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Now Garoppolo. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Pass complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
13. 13. 12, fellas, here we go.
Garoppolo. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Sheldon Rankins breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Here we go, hurry up, hurry up. 12.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. From left side, caught by Goodwin. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
11. Here we go. 180. 11. 11. Watch out. Watch flag. Flag.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
21, 21. 2.
They go play action here on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 180. 65, 65.
Garoppolo now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
13. 6. White.
To throw is Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
By 20. 180.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Man open, it's Goodwin. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. This is Breida. Gets past one man, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 47 Mike, 47 Mike, right, 47. 21, 11.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Throwing now is Garoppolo. That is caught. It's Dante Pettis. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
21.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right, over the middle, and it's incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
throwing is Garoppolo on third down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and goal from the 1. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers are back within a score. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints. Offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, it's Breeze. And Thomas has it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, here's Breeze. That's caught by Meredith right side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Bree's going to come up here 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
Ready. Waiting.
Now a pitch out to Kamara. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A good pickup there, a 22.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter,
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints add on to their lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
21. Here we go. 12.
Garoppolo on first down. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Garoppolo now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10.
12.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. Give him 30 yards there. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Like 80! Like 20!
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there from 4 yards out. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Gold to add the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Breeze is looking to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Goodwin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here's Breida. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
65, 65.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And across the goal line into the end zone, touchdown.